Hey everyone, I'm Hal, and I like talking about horror movies. And if you somehow found your way here and you don't like horror movies, well, you know what you can do? Welcome to the channel, everyone. Today we've got a brand new movie to discuss, and it's called There's Something Wrong with the Children. Directed by Roxanne Benjamin and produced by Blumhouse, the movie tells the story of two couples, one with two young children, who spend a weekend together in neighboring cabins in the woods. During one of their hikes, they stumble upon the ruins of what might be an old military fort, and there they discover a seemingly bottomless pit. The children are mesmerized by it. It's as if something in the pit is calling to them. You only need to consider the title of this movie to see where this is going. The children eventually find their way into the pit and re-emerge later, somehow changed. At this point, the movie fulfills its titular promise. Yeah, I said titular. There is in fact now something very wrong with the children, but not nearly as wrong as there is with this movie. It's not just that the story of children who disappear only to return later, somehow different, hasn't been done to death. It has. It's just that if you're going to go down this well-worn path, at least try to give us something new or different or interesting. A better movie would have made the pit a metaphor for something, or at least tried to explain the mysteries of the pit. A better film might have been a little more creative about what happens to the children and why. After their trip through the pit, the children have become murderous little assholes, but how come? The pit transformed the children in another way that I won't spoil, even though it's really not all that interesting. And it's handled so lazily that it's revealed only through some sound effects and shadows on the walls and floors. That trick might have worked great back in 1942 with cat people, but this is 2023. Audiences expect to see all of the stuff that this movie is too cheap to show us. The kids in the movie are appropriately creepy, and the adult actors aren't terrible, but they aren't exactly great either. They're certainly not good enough to rise above the level of a script this bad with so much awful dialogue. They play their roles with great earnestness, and this would work if the movie was handled in a way that actually made us buy into what's happening. But the movie feels so amateurish in how it's shot and how it's paced that it's hard to take seriously all the emoting that the actors do here. There's a fun, campy movie hiding inside of the one we're given if only the filmmakers had really gone for it and embraced the ridiculousness of the story instead of playing it oh so seriously. Now look, I hate to take too much of a shit on the people who made this movie because they made a movie. And that's an accomplishment. It is not easy to make a movie, and it's harder still to make a good movie. They succeeded on the first count, but There's Something Wrong with the Children is not a good movie, and so I'm only giving it 1 out of 4 stars. If you have a really strong desire to see a movie about a child that disappears into a hole in the ground, then you should check out a movie called The Hole in the Ground. It's an actual movie, that's the actual title, and it's pretty good. Unlike There's Something Wrong with the Children. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.